Hello everybody, it's Joel Friesen at Silver Arrow Cars, and here we are. We're out in our 1970 Jaguar XKE Roadster 4.2. This is the inline 6 with the 4-speed synchromesh transmission, and as we've talked about a lot before, but this car has received a ton of restoration work. It's about 2,000 miles ago, and it happened in the late 2000s coming into the 2010s. This car has been in Victoria, in our hometown, for years and years and years. Received a restoration by a very well-known fella using very well-known shops, very well-known for working on E-types, and what a result. This car, usually I would say whenever we're dealing in E-types, you're dealing with a certain clientele that looks a certain car. They love E-types regardless of how it runs and all the rest. This thing is really impressive, and everybody that's driven it says the same thing. We had a lot of work done. We spent probably $7,000 preparing it for sale, as it sat in a collection for almost 10 years before we obtained it. And even the fellow that specializes in the E-types at Coachworks, our trusted restorer for all of our 300 SLs, he was extremely impressed and said it was the best driving one that he's had. So I will say the same thing. It's impressive that coming around a corner in first gear, and if you lay into it, it wants to step out on you. That's really impressive for a 1970 E-type. Everything about it driving is really fantastic. Cruising at highway speeds, not a problem at all. I was cruising up to this chute today doing 60 to 70 miles per hour. The odometer and the speedometer is miles per hour. Back in the day, in Canadian delivery cars in the 70s, cars were miles per hour, not kilometers. And it was just an absolute pleasure. The transmission is super silky. All the gates and the shifts feel fantastic. Tach works exactly the way it's supposed to. Same with the speedometer, same with the temperature gauge, the fuel gauge, and the oil gauge, and the battery, and the charge, everything. It's just, it's really impressive, and such a breath of fresh air, I will say, to receive and have an E-type that is completely sorted and is nothing but an enjoyment to drive. No shakes in the steering wheel, the tires are nice and quiet, the suspension handles really great. As I said, everything works: windshield wipers, brake lights, handbrake light, signal lights, all the rest. So this is a car that you can buy with Coachwork. That was done by Coachworks, again, the people that we trust with all of our 300 SLs. The paint is nearly flawless. It's not a low-level paint job. There's no orange peel. It presents extremely nice. This is a great car to take to Coffee and Cars or to show it, whatever you like. It does come with a heritage certificate. So I'm going to shut up there. Please enjoy this car. Please reach out if you have any questions, but you are buying a very well-sorted, great history, Canadian delivery, been in Canada for its entire life as it seems, and check out all the pictures, ask us whatever questions you need to, and I hope the rest of this video is going to communicate to you what a pleasure this car is, and it just drives really well. Out trying to get through some gears here, and I think you can probably hear the mic maybe on the exhaust and then also on me here, but it's just, here's from a rolling. It just accelerates really smoothly and has that beautiful sound that the Jags were known for back at this period, and also BMWs as well with that inline six. It's just smooth, torquey power. I love it.
Finished the glory part of the driving videos, and now I'm going to take you for a quick burn. Let's have a nice little drive here. This is third gear, 50 miles an hour. No wobbles in the steering wheel, nice and tight on these corners. Miles an hour, dead straight, steering wheel straight, not a shimmy. Alright, I'm going to head back up the same direction, and I'll try and get on and off the throttle and shift as much as possible. 4,000 RPM, 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. Clutch action and the transmission together are really nice. Clutch engagement is fantastic, and the gates and the transmission feels nice and smooth. Synchros feel fantastic in all gears. What a great car. This has restored my feelings for the E-Types. Perfect day, looking out over that hood with that bump down the center. Starting to get why everyone loves these so much.
let's just finish with a curvy acceleration from almost 0. Wrap it up there. Thank you, everybody. So, recap: Jaguar Heritage Certificate for our 1970, built in 1969 Jaguar 4.2 E-Type Roadster. This is a restored car. A lot of the work was all done here in our area. It's been in our area for a long period of time. It's a North American delivery car. In fact, a Canadian delivery car. It drives fantastic. Everything works. It's just, this is great. This is the E-Type you've been wanting to buy. It's really great. So, anyway, enough about that. What do you need to know? It's selling no reserve. We're selling this out of Blaine, Washington. It's sitting on an Ohio title. We've spent about $6,000, $7,000 in just preparation stuff, getting it ready for sale, making sure the suspension was sitting properly, all the gauges were working, that it's tuned up, everything else. So good luck. We will get the car anywhere it needs to go. Doesn't matter. We'll put it in a container. We'll put it in a truck. We'll get it to you. Just bid on the car. Bid it to take it home. It's sitting on a U.S. title, and there's nothing much more to do. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you on the next car.